What's going on, everybody? It's your host of the Morning Beer Podcast, Devereaux Davis, and we're doing a video today, not on my New York Mets, not on fitness, not on anything that my normal core audience pretty much are familiar with. We're going on a little bit, some different route, and we're doing a video today on somebody that got killed last night in Harlem, New York, named Alpo Martinez, the former gangster from the 80s, which the movie Paid in Full, which the movie's based on, his story, RichPorter, and everything like that. Now, growing up in New York, I know the story. I heard the stories in the hood, and grew up in Queens, and I worked in Harlem a lot, and you know the story. If you know, you know. The movies pretty much document most stuff to a certain degree of accuracy. Most stuff, sensationalized for the movie or whatever. But it's been, we heard things in the hood about what happened. Pretty much he got Rich killed, or he killed Rich, and basically he snitched on a lot of people, a lot of big names and stuff like that. So anyway, let's get down to what took place last night or earlier to this morning, because it happened at 3 something a.m., the witching hour, and it happened on Halloween. So that's even more. 3:30 something a.m. Halloween is the witching hour. So pretty much he got what he had coming to him in the witching hour on Halloween, and karma is a bitch, man, and really pretty much came and what you do in the dark will come out into light most times. And pretty much this guy got released from prison in 2015. I think he got sentenced to over 30-something years, 30 plus years or whatever. He got indicted back in 91 or got locked up back in 91. At that time, I was 11 years old, so I really wasn't. My sister probably knows the story a lot better, because was in that age group, his age group around that time. So this guy was making millions of dollars in the hood in Harlem with the coke and crack trade. And if you know, you know, and it was a lot of different things going on out there in Harlem at the time. And this guy was the man out there along with Rich. And I'm not going to get into that story. I'm just going to tell you what happened to him in the witching hour earlier today. But a little, if you're unfamiliar with the story, like I was saying, go watch the movie Paid in Full with Mekhi Phifer, and you'll get a better understanding of how, why he's revered and why he's still a hood legend or a hood icon in a sense. Maybe not in the best way, but for he's known. And the crazy thing about it, got released in 2015, so that's roughly 6, maybe 7 years ago. And pretty much he's kind of like Sammy the Bull, how he's the known rat, but he's still out there doing his thing after a jail stint, and he's out there with basically putting his life in danger. And the Reaper came and collected this morning, came and got Alpo Martinez in Harlem. He got shot, they said, numerous times in the chest area, and they said it was unsurvivable. It was a drive-by, and he got shot multiple times, and pretty much a DOA, or dead on the scene. And this happened on 147 in Fredrick Douglass. I used to work on 125th and Fredrick Douglass in Harlem area. So that's the hood. That's the area that he was mainly from. So everybody know he's walking around there, ratting on a whole lot of people in that area. Everybody knows who he is. Yet still he walked around like, But it just comes down to it being 2021, where a person like Tekashi 6ix9ine could walk around after admittedly being a rat, where Sammy the Bull Gavano could walk around after admittedly being a rat, where Alpo Martinez could walk around in broad daylight and with no repercussions till this morning, the witching hour, Halloween. I'm not laughing, somebody's died. Somebody's brother, cousin, uncle, father died. However, he also took away a lot of lives of people that were fathers, brothers, cousins, uncles, and so on and so forth. And he even ruined more lives by selling drugs and stuff like that. Just want to bring that to you know, update you with the news, because I do some hip hop stuff. I'm actually have a video coming out. I'm not saying that drugs and automatically drug dealing is automatically hip hop or urban, or, you know, it happens in every community: white, black, Spanish, Indian, Chinese, whatever. There is a drug trade in all these communities. Jewish, maybe even Amish. But hey, that's my co-host Bree. That's the younger of the two puppies. Relax, relax. She doesn't like motorcycle noises or whatever. But back to what I was saying. Pretty much, you know, I do hip hop videos. I do have one coming out real soon. 25 greatest rappers in New York City's history, and ranking them from 25 to 1, and you be the judge. Let me know how accurate I am with that. But anyway, going back to this, Alpo Martinez got shot up badly and killed in his neck of the woods in his hometown in Harlem, and it wasn't good. He was a snitch, admittedly so, and he was a rat. And if you play those games, you win those prizes, and that's what he did. He won the prize, and you can't be arrogant about it. You can't be out there walking around. This is the thing with people, right? This is what amazed me. This guy had millions of dollars, right? Close to, he was big time, because they said he had billions, with a B, dollars worth of drugs at the time in 91. So you can imagine what that is now. So that's like almost like Escobar status in a sense. And he's with some big players or whatever like that back then. So you don't think they're gonna come collect? This guy had a lot of money at the time, and he didn't travel enough to know that, hey, New York is not the only place to live, or Harlem's not the only place to be. I get it. Rep your hood. Be the most, you know, effort. Like, yo, I'm here. I'm the toughest guy in the world. But at some point, you have to grow up. Some point in your life, you have to actually use your brain, and you have to actually be smart about things that you do. And to be honest with you, that's for the guy to be walking around. I didn't even know he was walking around in Harlem like this, but I heard he had motorcycle rallies, parties, all this type of stuff. What the fuck are you doing? Sorry, excuse me. What the hell are you doing out at 3-something a.m.? I don't even do that no more. I'm 41, and he's like 55. He's way older than me. He's at least 14, 15 years older than me. And if I stayed out at 3 o'clock, I wake up, because I drive trucks out of state. I wake up 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I'm driving to work at 3:30 in the morning. I'm not driving to a club or away from a club or something like that. No, I'm just waking up and driving, you know, to go to work. What are you doing 3-something? I get it's Halloween Eve, it's Halloween morning or whatever you wanna, but I mean, I'm like, you're Alpo Martinez. You're the guy that ratted on the guy, and you're the guy that's notorious in Harlem. You're probably what's that guy's name? The one that was the bigger rat from Nicky Barnes. Nicky Barnes, right? He's probably a bigger rat than Alpo, but Nicky Barnes, he's like in witness protection or whatever, somewhere in Arizona, kind of like Sammy the Bull went or whatever. But you're walking around Harlem like your shit don't stink, and when the bullets hit you and you die, your body's gonna rot and stink. Sorry, my camera's about to fall. Let me fix that or whatever. But I just don't get it. But like, this is what it is. His time came. The Reaper came and collect. What you owe, what you did, is now being paid for. And you know, it ain't safe out there. I spoke to my son. I have a 22-year-old son who lives down in Georgia. It's an open carry state, so everybody has a gun down there or whatever. My son, you know, he has responsible gun owner, and I'm okay with that, you know. But he's like, everybody down there is packing. I'm like, yo, everybody up here too is packing in New York, so like you just can't be safe no more. So you gotta be smart, because even walking or going somewhere, what the hell is up with my camera today? Sorry about this, man. That's moving around so much. I'm about to end this anyway in a few seconds, but you can't be safe no more, in a sense, going from here to there, point A to point B. But you could be smart about the things that you do. I'm gonna just leave you with that. Like, just be smart out there now, man. They're coming to get you if you're lacking, and that's what Alpo Martinez was doing. He was lacking, and but you know, we're not in the same category as him because we're not out there running, you know, talking or whatever, snitching and stuff like that, or putting people, you know, where they don't need to be. But Alpo Martinez is dead at 55 years old, shot multiple times in the chest in his neck of the woods on 147 and Fredrick Douglass. He is a known icon in the drug trade in Harlem. And you heard his name in rap songs all the time, and a movie was made on his story. So if you want to know more about his story, because I'm not going to get into that, I'm actually ending this video right now. If you want to know more about the story, go ahead and watch Paid in Full, a movie that came out like more than 15 years ago, maybe closer to 20. But of course, it's a sensationalized Hollywood movie. If you want to know more about the story, excuse me, man, this is annoying me, and we're ending right now. If you want to know more about the story, Google it, look it up, read some books on him or whatever, and you know, you'll get the true story right there. I'm your host of the Morning Beer Podcast, Devrell Davis. It's nice talking to you. Sorry I had to speak to you under these circumstances, but it is what it is. And you be safe out there. Happy Halloween, and talk to you later. Peace.